Well. Welcome back to the channel. This is Salon's blog. A very good afternoon to you wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, especially in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, or right in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Salon's blog. And before we go to Chelsea, let me just say, let's start from this angle. On your screen right now, this is the man that has been tagged over the weekend as a racist. On your screen. Galatasaray fans, fans tagged Jose Mourinho a racist because he described their bench as jumping as the monkey. If someone says they are jumping as monkeys, monkeys do not jump. I think naturally monkeys are known to jump. He didn't say they look like monkey. He said the bench of Galatasaray, they were jumping like monkeys jump. He never described their color, their race. He didn't talk about they look like they are black. No. So why the accusation of Jose Mourinho describing Galatasaray as monkeys or as a racist chant? We understand Galatasaray are in the process of filing a complaint to UEFA. That is nonsense. Well, thank God Fenerbahce reported. They responded equally. If I made a comment that Galatasaray bench, the referee who was on the spot of the action saw exactly what happened and he whistled against them, and the bench of Galatasaray reacted, the game ended in a draw. And the bench of Galatasaray reacted. And Jose was like, Galatasaray's bench, they reacted. They were jumping like monkeys. That you can tell me I've insulted you, that I refer to you as a monkey. But you cannot say I use a racist chant against you. Get a distinction clearly. You can say I insulted you by referring to your acts as monkeys act, but you cannot say it's a racist chant. Ladies and gentlemen, let's back to Chelsea. I thought about this carefully. I decided to bring it up, to start it up, because Jose is our own legendary coach. Even till tomorrow, Chelsea fans still want him back, no matter what. All right, quickly, I want to talk about a few highlights of Chelsea game against Southampton. I said it earlier today in my post-match reaction that, look, guys, it wasn't a game that we should be over-celebrating. But it is a game that we need to acknowledge the win and move on. Southampton as bottom of the league table club, and looking at their performance over the period and the game they performed against Chelsea, it is not a match that we should be over-excited about. But we need to acknowledge the win, the 3 points, the 4 goals, and a clean sheet. And that is why I wrote down a few things I want to talk about here. One, Pedro Neto delivered a standout performance as Chelsea's striker. For a winger, a left winger or right winger, he plays both sides. In fact, he's more comfortable on the left than the right even. To be used as number 9, false 9, and for him to deliver, he delivered a standout performance as a striker, scoring a well-placed goal and assisting Cowell. He did not just score a goal, but he also assisted with a precise free kick. His pace, moves, and link-up play added a new attacking threat, making him a key player in a 4-0 win. Yes, those in-behind runs were so crucial. Pedro Neto thumbs up to him in the game. And I mean it. Now, goalkeeper Jorgensen, I saw he made some serious saves. Honestly, for me, Southampton could have been 2 goals up. They could have scored 2 goals, if not for Jorgensen's saves. Jorgensen stepped up when it mattered. He was good with the ball and securing a crucial clean sheet. It's been a long time. Tell me when was the last time we had a clean sheet? He secured a clean sheet. His early save kept us in control, and after recent criticisms, dear friends, this game would be a confidence booster because we had a clean sheet in the first place. If he continues like this, he will cement his place as Chelsea's first choice goalkeeper. I'm not going to waste your time. The next one is Enzo Fernandez. Yes. In a very long while, we've never seen the best out of Enzo. But in last night's game, dear friends, Enzo controlled the midfield. His passing and vision were key in breaking Southampton's low block. His passing and vision were key in breaking Southampton's low block. He created 5 or more chances. He created 5 or more chances. In fact, he was the mastermind of all the chances Chelsea created in the game. Enzo Fernandez. Bookmark it. The next I want to talk about briefly is Tariq George. Tariq George impressed off the bench. Coming off the bench, he impressed me so much, providing a smart assist for Cucurella. His sharp movement, confidence, and versatility on both wings stood out. As a matter of fact, he could have scored his own goal. He had a clear-cut opportunity to score, but he couldn't, compose himself well. I was impressed. It's only Southampton though, but he was very impressive. Tariq George. He was very impressive. Bookmark that as well. We are moving on. Like I told you, I want to highlight some important areas where Chelsea delivered. Yes, the next one I want to talk about, Mweka. You might think this guy didn't make any much influence, but listen, he's still 17 years old. At 17 years and 128 days, oh my goodness, 17 years, 128 days old, Mweka became the 4th youngest player to appear for Chelsea in the Premier League. Yes, he nearly marked his debut with a goal, as his header was saved by Aaron Ramsdale shortly after entering the pitch. The future, indeed, is bright for this young star. 17 years, 128 days. Then let's now go to our newly signed player, Matisse Amogo. Matisse Amogo came on, and for many, his touches were, I think, is it 3 or 4 touches and the game ended. Yes. Matisse Amogo came on for Moise Caicedo. You remember? He was expected to fill in a big shoe. Marking his debut for the club, the 19-year-old midfielder showcased composure and distributed the ball effectively during his brief appearance. Decent cameo for him. For me, it is a cameo that is well deserved. At least we know the player we have right now on our bench. Ladies and gentlemen, now let me go to some big fishes in the squad. Let me get to some big fish. I'm about to run up. It is hot in the afternoon, and I'll not take much time. Remember, our next game is against Leicester. Yes, our next game is against Leicester. We've won 4-0. We had a clean sheet, and what I'm doing right now, I've never done this before. No, go back my records. I've never done what I'm doing before. Pinpointing and bookmarking individual players, especially the young guys. I used to talk about 1 or 2, 3 players, but not the way I'm doing it tonight or this afternoon, dear friend. Christopher Nkunku. Christopher Nkunku scored his 14th goal of the season. Joint top scorer for Chelsea this season. You might not know. In a Conference League and in the Premier League, he is now the joint top scorer. Christopher Nkunku scoring his 14th goal of the season. And listen, he scored a first goal for Chelsea against Southampton. That is where it all started from. This goal is a confidence booster for him. You see, you might not, sometimes we don't seem to understand the feeling of these players. They are human. They are human. When things go bad, they feel it. Like today, things might not be very well okay with you. You are in very bad condition, very bad mood. When things go bad, they feel it. So don't ever assume because they are receiving, 40,000 pounds a week, 50,000 pounds a week, 100,000 pounds a week. So they shouldn't have a bad day, or they have no reason to be in a bad mood. Listen, when you get to that stage where money doesn't mean so much to you again, listen, sometimes you see money on top of your bed, bundles of money on top of your bed, and that is when you realize that there are things that are much more important than money. It is only when you don't have it that you think money is your problem. That is it for you. When you don't have it, you think money is your problem. But the day you have the bundles on top of your bed, listen, I've had a wife who saw money on top of my bed and shouted, poverty no go see my back again. Today, where is she? She divorced me. Yeah. When that money on top of the bed is no more, she divorced, she's gone. So sometimes we might be thinking because of the money they are okay, they don't have any issue. No, they can have bad days. And when bad day becomes bad, bad weeks, and bad weeks turn out to be bad months, and bad months, it actually affects them. It affects them. Christopher Nkunku having his 14th goal of the season, top joint scorer. The next one, the youngest Chelsea player to assist in the Premier League since October 2019. Yes, the youngest player to ever assist is who? Tariq George. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the game ended. Moika. The game ended 4-0. Wait, I need to check is it Tariq George or Moika? Tariq George. Yes, he's the youngest player to ever assist since 2019. Tariq George. Dear friends, it ended 4-0. I believe we are moving on to another level. Cole Palmer, as I was saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, Cole Palmer is another player. Personally, Palmer did not need to play the whole match against Southampton. My opinion. He needed a rest and come back stronger. Even as our head coach made very clear that Christopher Nkunku's actual position is an attacking midfielder, not a striker, not a winger. And the same position Cole Palmer was playing. I just don't know what actually stopped the coach from taking out Cole Palmer, shifting Christopher Nkunku to the position of Cole Palmer. Because the young man, ladies and gentlemen, you can see him right there on your screen in that video. He wasn't looking good at all after the game. In that video, the expression after the game on a pitch of Cole Palmer doesn't look good. The young man needs to be encouraged. He needs to be talked to. In fact, he needs someone that he can look up to, that can tell him, look, it happens to all of us. Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, John Terry, just name them. Someone somewhere need to tell him that, look, you have not been scoring goals in the last, 7, 8, 9 games. Yes. Now, I remember vividly when he gives some clean, clear-cut, passes to Jackson. And Jackson was not able to score those goals. Sometimes you see it that he was not happy. It shows in his actions. Now Jackson is not there, and he's still not been able to score. He will now have to sit back and understand that it happens. But it's just for a while. Every good player, Cole Palmer is one of the best in the Premier League. As a matter of fact, the best Chelsea player right now. But he need to put himself together mentally. Palmer needs to be strong in his mind. After all, he's been in the dressing room with big boys. Kevin De Bruyne was his dressing room mate. Yes. Bernardo Silva. All in Manchester City. Yes. Bernardo Silva in Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne, Manchester City. John Stones. These are players. These are big boys. He spent the dressing room. He shared dressing room with. So he should understand. He should be stronger because he has already experienced what it takes and what it is like to play a big match, to be a big boy, to play a big boy game. Even when there are kids playing around you, Palmer need to grow up. But in a situation like this, I would have expected a coach to bench him. At least first half, after 45 minutes, second half, 60 minutes, 70 minutes. You should have been, called off and allow Christopher Nkunku, that our head coach says is in the same position of Cole Palmer, playing the same role. As we now can discover that Pedro Neto can play the number 9 role better than Christopher Nkunku due to his movement, his smartness, the fast pace. We have seen the same fast pace of Nicola Jackson in Pedro Neto. Dear friends, it is what it is. I'm about to run up. Pedro Neto is looking good as a temporary striker or as a temporary striker solution. Seems very fluid in Maresca's system. Really good movement and surprisingly good hold-up play. Good hold-up play, just as Nicola Jackson. Good hold-up play for his size. Amazing finishing as well. So for me, I will not take anything away from Pedro Neto. He's a fantastic player. He gave fantastic assists as well to Levi Colwill for that goal. Ladies and gentlemen, let me end it here. I'll be back with more exclusives. We'll have to analyze the game. Our next game is against Leicester. Another 3 points for the grab. But hey, Leicester will be tougher than Southampton. I'll see you guys in the next one. You see me. Shalom and peace.